Good morning. It's me all by myself. I can't believe it. Good morning, everybody. It's me all by myself, and thanks to Omkar, I think everything's working. So I can't help but think, first thing I thought of when I got up this morning was Mike is hiking in the Grand Canyon. So they're going rim to rim to rim. So they're starting at the North Rim, which I think they get an average of 142 inches of snow per year. But it is going to be snowing there while he's there. So he is camping in the snow. And I just, no thanks. Can't believe it. So we are missing Mike, of course, but the show must go on. So let's get started. And I like to kick off Monday with our dear Stacey. So she's going to start off with our progress report and see what was happening last week. So let's see.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. So let's jump into what happened last week with contracts and closings. So for the week of Monday, October 19th through Sunday, October 25th, we had 5 contracts turned in last week, you guys. Way to fill up my board. I'm so excited. 2 were Kemp's, 1 was Shana's, 1 was Rachel's, and 1 was Jody's. Way to go. Last week, we did not have any closings. With that being said, it's because they keep moving around. I had several move from last week to this week. We had several move from last week to the week before. So we still have stuff going on, and you guys are doing great. Way to keep up the hard work, and I can't wait to talk to you guys this week and see what you bring me. Have a great week.
Thank you, Stacey. So no closings last week, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay, because deals were still happening. As long as things are still getting in that pipeline, then I think we're good, right? So yeah, thank you for that update, Stacey. In addition to that, I'm going to have Stacey talk about, and I'm going to ring the bell. So our first topic here, oops. All right, guys, so let's expand on what Stacey was discussing this morning, and we're going to talk about the appraisal addendum. So this is the addendum that when you're in a multiple offer situation, that you put that in, basically waiving the appraisal requirement, basically saying you're not worried about the appraisal, or you're going to pay a certain amount above the appraisal and guarantee that. So let's hear what Stacey has to say about that.
I just wanted to take a minute and give you guys a quick reminder, if you did not know, on the addendum. Everyone, I just wanted to take a minute and give you guys a quick reminder, if you did not know, on the addendum concerning right to terminate due to lender's appraisal. So slang for that would be appraisal addendum, waiving your rights to different things, waivers and stuff on what the appraisal comes in at. This cannot be used if your client is using FHA or VA financing. It specifically says so at the top of the document. It reads the financing described in the third-party financing addendum attached to the contract for the sale of the reference property does not involve FHA or VA financing. I know a lot of people are getting into multiple offers with their financing, and a lot of people use FHA and VA loans. So we just want to make sure we're mindful that this document cannot be used with FHA or VA financing. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Stacey. And of course, you will find the appraisal addendum in your zip forms, and they are under the purchase packet. So it's the addendum concerning right to terminate due to appraisal. So as she said, you cannot use that if you're doing any type of FHA or VA loans, only conventional. So let's be aware of that. And it's a little confusing. We've talked about how to use that form in the past. And if you have any questions on it, before you just fire that out, let's have a conversation and make sure that we double check that and make sure that we are protecting your client. Okay. So thank you on that, Stacey. We will consider that topic closed. And then let's go to our next topic, please. Okay, builders not paying commissions. What? Unfortunately, this is something that I have heard recently, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So there was a particular builder, well known, so an agent went in with a client to purchase a new home, okay? And because they had purchased a home in the past, they would not pay this agent a commission because they had already purchased 18 months ago with a different agent. And when they went in, they were in their database, and the builder told this agent, I'm sorry, you're not the procuring cause of the sale, and we won't be paying you a commission. So, point is, you guys, you need to double check with the builders to make sure that they are paying a commission. So not just, are you paying a commission? Yes, ask of the stipulations. So if it is a client that has purchased one of their homes before and you're selling it and they're going to buy another one, make sure you ask that question, because this is kind of a long drawn out situation to where it's gone up to the corporate level of the builder, and the builder is, refusing to pay it. So this will be interesting to follow and see how it plays out. But man, this is, I was really discouraged to hear something like that. So I'm wondering if they're just, we've seen in the past where a lot of, just put an agent's name on the contract. They don't really do any, they're not really giving the client proper care and guidance. And then they get paid at closing, but then they're rebating it back to the client. So we've seen that in the past. And I'm wondering if builders are trying to find a way to make this fair. And, I'm all about that this is not the way to do it. And it's not something that's going to set well with the real estate professionals. So beware. If you have a client going to a builder, ask some questions. Have you purchased one of these homes before? Are you familiar with them? Go through that. You don't have to go out and tell them, well, they may not pay my commission. But if you hear of this, please let me know, because if so, then you're going to want to have a different agreement signed with your client, the longer form of our buyer representation agreement, because our buyer engagement doesn't address that. So be aware. If you hear anything, let me know. We'll talk through it. But just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Okay. So we'll consider that topic closed and move on to the next one. Okay, we are going to talk about the exciting wood-destroying insect inspection, otherwise known as WDI reports. So when your buyer is going to get their inspection done, you need to make sure that you guide them and that they ask the proper questions. The wood destroying insect report is an addition that doesn't just come customary with every inspection. So just as you may have a pool or something extra, may have a septic, this is something that needs to be requested and is typically an additional fee. So make sure that when your buyer is choosing an inspector, that they ask the question if the wood destroying insect report can be added, and if they do that. Some of them outsource that and don't even do the report or do that inspection. So you want to make sure you ask that question. And if your client is doing a VA loan, it is mandatory that they have a copy of this WDI report. So they have to have it done, and they have to provide a paid receipt. So make sure that you have your clients requesting this so you don't have a problem at the end and have to go back and have this inspection done, okay? Because the other thing to that is the VA will require that there is a clear report as a condition of funding. So I think we've got this a sample inspection pulled up now so you guys can see what it looks like, so you're familiar. I'm sure most of you have seen it, but I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to take this and scroll down and show you what it looks like. So this is the report. It's a 5-page report. And here is going to kind of tell you, are there any areas that were inaccessible? And, that's going to be something they're going to look at. Mainly, they're going to look at conditions conducive to infestation. So this is marked yes. So a lot of times you're going to see that VA, if this is marked yes here, that they're going to require that those conditions be taken care of prior to funding. And you're going to have to show proof of that. So I think it's going to depend on what it is. But just make sure that you are aware of this and you're talking with the lenders. And if your client is getting a VA loan, this is a really good discussion to have with the lender to find out, what are they looking for? What is something that's going to be required to be remedied prior to funding? Just so you're aware and you can guide your client. Again, this is not something you want to pop up at the end and cause a delay and cause issues there. And of course, if there's active infestation, that obviously has to be remedied as well. So one last thing to this is I've heard people ask, how long is this report good for? So say somebody had a report, provided it to a seller, and the deal didn't go through, and they have a report, and they can say, hey, I am able to provide this report to you. The report is good for 30 days. Typical wood WDI report is good for 30 days. Because of the nature of the soil and the biology of the termites, they have 30 days is the max. Now on VA, I believe, now you need to double check this with your lender, that they will allow it to be up to 90 days old. So check with your lender, be aware of these, and make sure you ask questions. Asking questions is great, you guys. Don't forget to do that. Okay, we'll consider that topic closed. We're moving right through these. Oops. Okay, a lot of you ask about new developments in Frisco, and I've discovered one that you may have already heard of. But I spoke to a developer this past week, and his name is Brett Cochran. He's a developer, and he has developed this community in Frisco on Lake Louisville called Bridge Creek Shores. And this is a small gated community. It's not guarded, and it only has 13 lots total. 8 are on the lake, and 5 are interior lots. What I understood last week is there is 1 lake lot left. These are premium lots. It's beautiful. We've got the website pulled up here so you guys can explore it. And they do have 3 of the specs that are listed in MLS. Now it is Frisco, but it goes to Little Elm schools, okay? But a good thing about this development is it's unincorporated, which means you have no city taxes. So the tax rate in this community is 1.8%. So if you have a client looking for, an upper end of $1 million or million plus home, this could be a great opportunity for them because they are able to go out and build a larger home and have, a less tax rate. So what I understand is the one lake lot that is left is in the price point of $1.8 million. And then you're going to add your finishings and the home to it, which would be an additional $1.2 million. So these are expensive properties on the lake, which is highly desirable, and they're really nice. So this development is interesting. So he's got some Rogers Healy agents in there. He's got Jim Scott and Sons Builders and BB Maverick Builders in there. So these guys all came together and put this community together. It's very pretty. I would highly recommend, before you just send somebody out there, that you yourself go and drive it. Now the gate, there's a temporary gate up, so you can't get through it, but you can see the surrounding areas, and that's kind of the key here. I want you guys to see the surrounding areas to see where it is. But it's a good option for you. So if you've got a client looking in that price point, then this could be an option. They're really cool homes. They're different. They're the more of the modern style and feel that people are desiring these days. So check it out. Brett Cochran, the developer, I believe his number might be on in MLS as to contact. You're not going to reach him. I've tried to call him back, I think 3 times since I met him, and apparently his phone's just blowing up and, voicemail full, and he just can't keep up with the calls. So, but anyway, the specs are in MLS. Here's the website. Check it out. Could be an option for you. It's great. All right, it's going to close that topic. And All right, guys, that's a wrap for Monday. Today is Monday, October 26th. That's a wrap. So remember your appraisal addendums, your wood-destroying insect reports, and if you have a client looking for a multi-million-dollar home, check out the Bridge Creek Shores in Frisco. All right, have a great day, you guys. See you tomorrow.